so for sa ebreti se no yema isu ene ye ban ne ye ne ye no impija no kase pa na adanse enso mfiri mu mase Ghana eka de eso nyame adom ene oman mu ha enyansafo na adofo e wanti no bibi sa enti enti ehia pa
enkugo de obie ni ho a ope ena se obia kwa akansi a enye nani sode mu so obewe obia ebota ne se obedi nkunim nti ekoba se obi anim nkunim na bia bibi kitu abi no hu se sa no anyitumu no ya na eden nti se de waka no de memesra bonten sofo ne se eye daya bia na adwuma manipa ba miensa bi sei ba ko MPP ba ko NDC enene enkugu aba no e bia yete wa na edi akinye na kasa bi ko ba mesra so wo se abufuo bi ba ko mu a na watwa so anasa obesori afri ho because akinye no wahwe koye mo a obi ntumi ne ho e bia na bibi hye no ho na afọ de akwakoye bibi eni kwan se oye enti yesra wo wadi nkunim no ma nkunim die ni gie no enye de enkofo ha obi mre obi enkosi enkotwe obi awugo like aso okoyi nahi na wo de nam ho no oyi nahi ne nante akura asesa ne kasa ne bibia asesa all of a sudden yesra ojuwani wo ba bia wo ye comfortable ene eno ama mbia me hu no emsa from head to toe ne chinyu ne kura no onyaaya nka ne MPP asenso de ba hu sana tade ne nose mask ne bibia ne duku bibia so wa dress sa no woko nti eno de ono woko ne ba bi but obi oho a waye we nyina awie no na nano asem bia obeka no ti yesra mo yema enya boko ne bisi 2012 honum boko sa na edi bedru ha nti se de etie bia no enya asumdie baba na ahyase se ne de emu oya se obi betumi age atomu ti mu miahwe hu ye se de mpanifo ne obia ka no
nyawa sopa no megye sa no pe wetie de o kana e wo bible mu e na mpanifo nsese ano brebre ma abato se de o kan no kasade no ene kasapa no eno ne hia sisia na nanu asem no a okurowura bi frɛ obedwam no kan ye se ye nton ni passport part abose o kan no de ye dwen se ye pese ye no ye nton ni passport part wa abose o kan ene magazine nti eye de wa sopa bia nti ne ye nkoye nim.
All right. Well, so we from the Communications Directorate, Jubilee House, or say for immediate release, President Akufo-Addo appoints transition team.
Okay.
The Presidential Transition Act 2012, Act 845, was enacted to govern the transition from one administration to the another within 24 hours of the declaration of the results of the presidential election by the Electoral Commission. The President shall constitute the membership of the transition team. Section 1.3 of the Act stipulates that where the incumbent president is re-elected for a second term, the President shall designate members of the transition team. In accordance with this, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, following his re-election, has designated 15 persons to serve as members of the transition team. They are Honorable Akosua Frema Osei Opare, Chief of Staff at the Office of the President, Chairperson. Honorable Yawosafo Mafo, Senior Minister, Member. Gloria Ekufu, Attorney General, Member. Ken Oforiata, Minister for Finance, Member. Honorable Ambrose Derry, Minister for Interior, Member. Honorable Dominic Nitiwu, Minister for Defense, Member. Honorable Shirley Ayokobotwi, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Member. Honorable Hajia Alima Mahama, Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, Member. Honorable Albert Khan Dapa, Minister for National Security, Member. Nana Dramina, Head of the Civil Service, Member. Honorable Dr. Nana Atuata, Head of Local Government Services, Member. Dr. Janet Ampedu Fufi, Chair of the Public Service Commission, Member. Mrs. Mercy Deborah, Secretary to Cabinet, Member. Mr. Joshua Chreme, National Security Coordinator, Member. And Mr. Henry Wood, Acting Chief Director, Office of the President, Member. And is signed, Director of Communications, Eugene Ayin, Office of the President. In him said,
daily graphic and famo na president appoint transition team no ko pay 16 said o man hina kenkan de amaye no ewo ho na pay 13 no na 111 MPs out of next parliament na say MPs 111 there wo mun sam mamra so be fie biem new ones and na one more by election violence under investigation task force na say security no e dia toja owura James Opon Buanum IGP na kasa bibi e course so mente me ho ase e wa abato no mu no e ade se bambokuo mpanifo na firi ase ahwehwemu EC declaration precise kudeo wonso na de to edwa wonso hwehwemu ne womo coalition womo ye ne de ene EC de no ebo ho a womu se bibia edemu fan wunya telegraphic de obokrata na no agebre na wonso wakenkan
enti guidance so the new faces are come rasebedwam no won wenko bi da abato yi no mti ayeye omuko bi no won so guided omufo ni
okay
aba ewuni ewe here battles
aya ne papa aya ne papa ho no ka se ni kunu director of research no okay sabrede no osia no bo mmekọfa adom kase no emra
Adom TV so Badwam kase emre na aso abusua amemwache na wakase mu no ensem bia wo beti wo mbie enese NDC amanyekuo no se abato no nsunsuanso no de womo ebesanso apemu hwehwemu ebiem a eno eye de aba betodwa na abambofo nso a womo Watertima South eche se womo MCE owo ho no wonhwe na wonhwe aneto akonya efise wonhyeda emmomoden na wonte na senso wokwan bi so IGP nso aye centralfo enhyiamu asem kopoti a wokaye ewonhyiamu nase no ne nyina wokase mu a mekenkan ede amawo medin de ma mechra Diamond memwache NDC amanyokuo no chochofo pani eyowura Johnson asiedu nketia na waka ese eyade a abato komisa no wo abato no nsunsuanso a wode betu dwa no wo NDC amanyokuo no de wosusu sechemato bi ewo ho enti enyade a wo beheda age atum saa efise osusu sesede abato no nsunsuanso no ekoye se NPP amanyokuo no na nadodanko akufo ado na adi nkunim no wo NDC fo no de wo hu ne se ankoyie
rise and defend the democracy and the country which was won for us through the blood and toil of our forefathers. We in NDC have decided to do just that, nothing more and nothing less. Yesterday, just around this time, the Electoral Commission, we picked information that the Electoral Commission was about to declare results when we were fully convinced that they didn't have any results to declare and that they were going to fabricate results and feed the nation to those fabrications. As almost predictable, we were treated with contempt. The Commission proceeded to do a charade of a results declaration, which made Manakus Fado the president-elect in the 2020 elections. Not long after, we held a press conference to reject the results in its totality. I have come to confirm that we still stand by our original position, and that is to reject the presidential results as declared by the Electoral Commission yesterday. And indeed, immediately after our rejection, the Commission itself, for the first time in the history of this country, had to go back to recalculate the results and have since brought figures to contradict their earlier declaration, which they claim to be the final declaration. So let's ask ourselves, of what value was either the initial declaration or the follow-up declaration.
Aban krachi a wono ewo Techiman South Potem ho eye Owura Kofi Donyina na wosrese adwobrɛw eni hene ewo NDC ne NPP amanyɔkuo no ntam ewo Techiman South Potem ho ditituru abato mpinchen de bae efise Rexec a ewo Potem ho no womo atenase ehwese bambo ebekoso na afi nso asumdwe ebema ne hom ne so wo Techiman South Potem ho.
Municipal security na ye botan se ye bebo ban e wa abatuo no so twama ya bo ban na me ka se nyame ni before ye beto aba no da ye to aba no asondwe ba Techiman oli nra ne abatuo no nkenkan ye mu e na nchiri wahye obi ba ya ye declare aba na wie no security agencies no mo no ni youth bi nya encounter unfortunate true warning shot o mo ma no tuo kan mabunu bi very unfortunate enti ni American say Techiman ye dwaman so mra no kra manfo bebre frɛ me fie Kumase ne Accra so o mahu say ba TV so say basa ba Techiman ni American say ye de niam agu akwan mu people should relax Techiman man ye o man ba ko ya to aba na wie ni na resi ye no very unfortunate ye man ende hwa na ni American bo ne say municipal security bebo timamufo ne ajapade nyina ho ban ye mma bibia si ye ne security for no nyina kasa na me tu mabunofo say politician bi show say kwa basabasa mantie me nye sure say maburu na tuo kan omo no bi kura na omo awofo at that point omo nim say omo wo ba bia na omo wo no dia awofo so say ye ntu ye mabunofo na ye nkwala na ye mafo say ye mpe basabasa bia wo Techiman enim say ye nyina ye gitum na ye de afutuo me ma ye ho a ne yasi no ye de beto ye chi
Omayimo Posi Sahine metre IGP Owura James Opon ena wobo Ghana for amane se Posi adwumekuo no apa obedwekuo bi se wonye nhwehwemu emfa enipa numu abato ne bremu no wo hwere womo enkwa ene enipa donsumu a womo nso womo prepraye samia ye ya awudisem ya na se bi fa so ehwere womo nkwa wo abato no bi no eye ododododio Savelugu ena Techiman South.
This period of the election, we had some violent incidents. This regrettably resulted in 5 deaths and injuries to 17 persons, including some of our security officers. Our condolences go to the families of the bereaved, and we wish the injured a speedy recovery. At the same time, I wish to assure all Ghanaians that all the recorded incidents are currently being investigated in line with our criminal justice and rule of law procedures, and that the outcome of the investigations will be duly brought to the notice of the good people of this country. 3. As well as the operational units of the Ghana Police Service were not involved in the duties at the polling stations themselves, but were called in under rapid response and in emergency situations only. The impression being created that the military was used at the polling stations is therefore not correct. I wish to assure all our abiding Ghanaians that appropriate security measures have been put in place to guarantee their security. And
Wo etifido mantamo so aposifo at tax force bi a womo eye hwehwemu de afa de ekoba ya da no woto aba no de kye no abamu bi a wadi frihia dunso enipa bi etumi ema etuo eka no na no emu hwehwemu na wo ya watumi achi enipa miensa a wo boa won ama hwehwemu no etumi awie peyo.
9th of December 2020, the Northern Regional Election Security Task Force conducted a search in the office of Alhaji Idris Yakubu Abdullahi, parliamentary candidate of the National Democratic Congress at Sabulugu as part of investigations into the shooting incident that claimed the life of a young girl and injured 3 others on the 8th December 2020. An AK-47 assault rifle with 2 magazines loaded with 60 rounds of ammunition were retrieved from his office during the search. The police also retrieved another AK-47 rifle loaded with 40 rounds of ammunition and 21 additional ammunition and 1 round of G3 rifle ammunition from the residence of Duko Na, who is Mohammed Ahmed, a chief of Dugo in Sabulugu.
What they atwaso say, open now pray emrashebedwafie akonya ewo NDC amanyuko ni dim no. Wo twen say wode ne ho ebeba abetwe posi adwumayko no na waye enhwehwemu.
Police will take the necessary steps to arrest him.
Wo pon katamanson so NPP amanyoko na chitaifo bia won boafuo na womo eche se de ya NPP amanyoko no timidi enkuguo wo afi ya batuo mu no egina wom MC no so o MC ya wo friend se Solomon Apia no enti enmanum ya wo hwehwe se ne to akonya no mpanifo hwe na wo hwe na sefi se wa meboa amanyoko no ama na ni nkunim wo afi abatuo na anu ya etwamunim.
Ebra wonum ensem nhyiamu ewo pon katamanso NPP amanyokrio no ahye ya ewo ho no na head of operations ema wonum campaign no Prince Dazi editor mampani adodankwa kufu ado anim se animanimu ya no wonyi abankrachi a wo pon katamanso no edi esan se wonu ka ho bi na hopsin adoye entimi enya emahye akunya no na nsɛmtwerɛfo nhyiamu no asem enkyeremu sei na ɔma ya eno nti wonum edi gyina so se abankrachi no wo pese wotum edi free ho no.
Ye katre MPP mpanimfo se Bonkatamaso constituency nanka ye wani daso but se papa we ama ne yensasi form na mpanimfo Solomon Tete Apia na mpanimfo ampamo no ahwe ya ye mu bi wo ho a ye be jai party adwuma na ma papa no ko aye e wo Bonkatamaso constituency because ye jai adesua ye jai adwuma e pese party ni ye den e ye nkunimdifo ana papa we nko a enso ama yensa ye den e si form
party mebia no wadi ko jan abo wonsa ya na wonum ebo nsinku esa no editu dwa se ehu behia pa se MPP amanyokru no ebe sorry na waji Bonkatamanso kru no edi asi ho no mo
ya bre ya papa wa bre papa wa bre papa eniema akwa abonten ani ni aya nyina anya den ankosiaga iti yesre na nado so nya ni tententente munya den emaye
Bonkatamanso MPP nya
Pai Katanga eyekura ewo otimantam no emu na afie twemu no obrempomba ke owusu a woton krafiri hode ma adom kase ebo amane se sukuu dan bi ewo ho no enye kura te bi ewom na ahomete na nyame ncha de sa kase ye chi no edomfo bi ababedom masese esukuu fo mofra ne achechefo ewo Pai Katanga no womo etumi anya sukuu dan no bi
sinso beto a ise ekufi anso se sedie o sukuu dan kama yete fan boy tie da do TV fo ase
empana mu ba no na ye den mu na enye kra ba bia e wonu nsie to age ekofi ye ba school so ambre bia uniform eyefi na so ye da do TV fo ase nde anya dan pa ye betina
e be sira mu se o meboa ni yana computers ana library aye be sia de aya bisara e be ko enimi
sinso beto a ise ekufi anso se sedie o sukuu dan kama yete fan boy tie da do TV
wo amanyosam famu no so NDC amanyoko no ede sobo abo ensentrofo anasa da robonyuma e wo maimu na won sobo a wode abo da robofo no ene se opposition party kese e wo maimu aye NDC no abatuo ne ho amane bo nyina no wo mu ditia NDC eno nti ena omo kansa
Redie Ghana akọ abato epron so akoyi won mampanyi na amanyoko a wondin ene NDC amanyoko na abato no ekọ awiye no na won Frank tuni edi enkuku no empanyimfo a wo amanyoko emu ensem bia wo kan se wo hwese de Ghana nsentwofo asi aka won wano atum efa ensemboni bia ekọ so ewo abato ni ma woni NDC amanyoko no endi ni yie kra wode sa ensemi atudwa ebra ofre nsentwofo enhie mu bia wode ensem bia won amanyoko no ekoso ewo abato ni mu etudwa Johnson Esiedun ketia woye NDC amanyoko no trɛtrɛfo ena edesa ensemi etudwa ewo nhyiamu no ase.
Letter to the press too. I personally feel very disappointed. In your role so far played as members of the Fourth Estate. In Banda, when we were single-handedly facing armed military, it took a couple of press cameras to back me to ensure that the right things were done. How many press houses are showing what is happening in Techman?
Nanso information minister owa aban mu ensem a wokan se wo hwese de Ghana nsentwofo ebo won homoden ewo abato ni ma esese aban ebo won abasopa esanse wo mo na eboaye ema asumdwe ene pepepeyo aye adwuma ewo abato ni
abrena so titiru ye bo nsentwofo abaso moso adwuma so a moye sa abato bria na se mokoso na moye so na monim nsentwofo adwuma no edi akotene pa wo dodo agye nkyira mamu ye frɛ no democracy no edi akotene pa ewom na momo adwuma fie we se mu fi ase senia ye kyerɛkyerɛ kwan yankofo mfa so nto aba ye nye manifestos no mu mpensempense mu eda ye to aba nkasa mo reported from almost the 38,000 polling stations across the country and yes apo 275 constituencies ni na more reported the ekoso the AC ni the NCA ni na moma yenyina ya so
and some I fa apomodin ho nsem so kwankyerɛfo pani a wono na wɔhwɛ apomodin ho nsem chair director general of Ghana Health Service ebo amane se December na sa opanima abosomi ya yewo mu kosine da na eto so edu a ye enura no de COVID-19 yade no na kyese oman mu de ano bra na ebrasia nipa dodo ananka enya bi no esoate.
Then this slide is this chart is quite common to all of you. We continue to update it, and you can see that the number of active cases and recoveries are very close, and the number of cases and the recoveries are almost at par, with very few active cases. So we still okay. The deaths have remained, as they say. You can see that where we had the largest rise, June, July, that's where we also had the largest number of deaths. And the issue with the positivity is that the more people are sick, the more people are positive, the more people will be sick, and the more people will die. And so if there's any doubt, for example, of the total number of positive that you have, you can also find them that when the person is sick, they will come. As we speak now, we have a relatively few number of cases in our hospital, Ghana East, which is our largest number of, with the largest hospital for COVID, currently has only about seven sick cases. The rest of the people there are just on isolation. They are asymptomatic and on isolation because they cannot isolate at home. Centers, the people there know how to manage COVID, because it's not that they see one a week, they're seeing a lot in a day, and so they have mass experience to manage COVID properly, and probably that is what is leading to our relatively low death rates.
Lotto Jumekobia or Fred 1787 no, one more a day while crowd dear no a year the obedient Kurimu Benya, a more dupa a year 20,000 Ghana cedis and a year Toyota Corolla nibi at the Achewo Nipa would D in Kunim, a was how a crowd dear yes from Musu do Abasuboyi emu. Na wachese we no a year the atoso Adrianine Encron Abasuba, what day Emma 1 mouth for chese 11787 for no dear 787 NL for no, say Uber 2 on Lotto Nibia, a chesa said the Bosha Wakano. What the Bema Pepe.
Me pese obuya hu say ade no star 787 no e real e no crepa no bia odi no bedin bia no obenya de pa fim ade minda o minda no cre meni age papa minda
me fa me phone me ball 787 star 787 me send it then I follow the procedure. Ti anwumre na your friend me say man winning. At first now me doubt kakra because I was thinking say bia na ye scammers be kra na ye. But later on I say anya message say man winning ade na mpa. Ade a chin ye so mo san frame na show say ade no man winning ade na mpa. Nti bibia no kre. Bibia no.
Richard Akotobanfo a head of customer experience ewo Loto Adwumayku wodi wonjuma efa star 787 hash so e de atogana fo nara enimu se sa brede won Adwumayku no waye won adwen se eye December bosome mu wo bema enipa enai Toyota Corolla obi biara ewo eho akonya se wodi bie ne sa inti sa brede obiara emfa ne ho enhye won Loto Adwumayku nim na ne tiri enye yi.
This Saturday say oh
Mame K weeks Hadaroma and anope wasemi eni kama inti friend wo 0247849477 0247849477 na oma enwi bi ense bedwam kase no esi ena akoye fiade di agokansie ba wakwan mu no na sister Sandy B eye guy the guys na ode ahosepe no ebe bro style bia bi eno so achi na fiama nkwata makro betna se de afisem abro afei oman hene kwabena sante enso de mpense mu ebe bro medin de ma mechra diamond abusia memuache edase.
Awusia yento aso wo agudi nsemu na no pensam na doso de se fata sa otina ye de to aso sa no boafo heba omde yesia konkon na oneexpert.com na MOD yesia konkon sa ye de nsem no ede ebrewo jifas mixture aso kan ho na ye de eba now nsem no na ye nhase emfamfi ye ana 20 ye rantia me no kase mo Benin na mo Asia kan wafu zombi akansia ekoso Ghana first game ejina na so timi ebo Nigeria from when da hokrepa nice free kick and yetimi ebo editumo na say your second game eba so weekendi and coach Karim Zito on your coach Panipo double kuna no name ranten 18 komo na watch them say yenwie we say 3 points yenya no ase ye na ba kusi semi finals no anesa but yenwie na ye na Ivory Coast for yenwie kra
no one in Nigeria na de pim so a wotwi fa no so e ka baako ene nei Karim Zito ene ne mrantere ni abrese semi final akensi a wokomu memene da no one Ivory Coast ene de ko bani ntibota esi omani so se wafu ana 20 tournament obekwa akọ na nimu nu na be mumui wo hwe ni mu se akensi kesi one Ivory Coast beko no wo betwa fan so mana kopie final.
So in the game of football you economize your energy. In training you go all out for the energy, but in the game you economize it. Now the
enti ene brofo na Karim Zito go out for the energy, go out for the energy no. Aha, no watch them nanti na there. But technical director yes, Brunino Leped wo ho a wo hwe se bibia betima koyi ono so by no name nanti na edin komo. Ene wo kire mo se ana 20 amo boy no. Sa wo pese wo ye ni patitiri wo ball bomu a wo starting na esa wo yire ho. Wo pese wo ko Europe kwaji sika kese a ese sa bia na yire ho nti obi amfa nche na dwum so wo bonelas e wa haya.
Need a good result for this country, and you represent this country. I really wish you all the best. We all need this success for our self-confidence, for our future. And I know you can do it. Nothing works without your team. You will never have success. You will never find a place in Europe. And I know that it's in every mind, because it must be your aim to be a professional footballer who earns maybe a lot of money. But nothing works with.
All right, Auntie Enone and Samoa, technical director at the Ghana Football Association, Bernard Lepet, what here to O2 Mantiane for someone you know, and at oneexpert.com. I'm going to say, "Conkombe bet here oneexpert.com and yeja on crab bet weekend matches nebu for guso. For guso oneexpert.com and bet your baby can bet your baby or bet any discount amount no matter amount or where you bet me the amount. The answer for say where do you far back beji no for furious so meson no akwaje gumpi neson no nam circle na de coffee oneexpert.com. Come up now. The Ghanaian Premier League Badwam match day 5. And then I shall say, Matema Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Omni Legon Cities, and at the Ebony Waka Sports Stadium. So much now, a mobile empire since the Kotoko open the first win, Legon Cities also open the first win. Coach Bashir Hayford, where you coach at the Legon Cities, were coaching Kotoko Pain, and then they won Kotoko Ebabishi and Tierney, Empire, na a Jankrawai, and I shall in your corner, 6 p.m. Waka Sports Stadium.
Leg ne Shasiano, we see a camino, Yaninam, Waboti Penku. Asante Kotoko mrante ne niabre sakensi kese dachina wone Legon Cities ade Corintham so ewo nkrango pamano so no wo beji na aba miensa dikan ewo seasonim the san team mrante ne sesi omo hu nyina wie ye omo firi Kumasi de omo ni akere nkrampopo ni mantemu a omo hwe ni mu se efie da nwumere se papa ogina kense ni fifin hye na ben a omo ba kiri Legon City for se go omo chi adu omo sunkunim.
All right, it's here 6 p.m. live commentary. Ewa Sempa 94.7 FM. Match day 5. And no penny match. Basso and Fida. I know Banono. A Pachorchana Interlice. One more age number nice to be United at Pim so Accra Sports Stadium and at 3 p.m. Now and Chinano, it was your dwarfs. And so me DM Sporting Club. So they are Pim so Cape Coast. And also yes 3 p.m. Because see that match is Nini Wafa. Wojan National Brekum Chelsea, the appearance of Sugakope, now fin so on Ashko near Mina Sharks, and so at the appearance of Kwasi 3 p.m. Now Liberty at the Great Olympics airborne dance woman, and also Basel 3 p.m. Now Adriana Stars at Tonsa for 11 Wonders, normally a Bonnie Ewo Doma, Shannon Sosa from Carella, and they can 5-star airborne Yenase Campak. Yes, 3 p.m. na sa game no Basel na Kwasi 6 p.m. Accra so focus shedu ketekenanom. Woman so any Dreams FC at the Apim Sway and the match the Basso our Ghanaian Premier League demo now weekendi Okopimu our Europa match say Basso the biggest of them Basso our Spain the Madrid derby. Yes, Real Madrid woman Atletico Madrid at the Pim so Atletico Madrid this season also on lose game. Washasi ye table no wajabo so na so Real Madrid is obekye ni say yes enya gro and almost so eba abedi Okopimu ye EPL ma Manchester hodwa eba so amanfo any abrese person mo bet oneexpert.com it's my fan wom na hu sane ho nsam so esi etia na say any Wolves omne Aston Villa and at the Pim so Dutch Newcastle and West Brom Manchester United ne Man City and Manchester Derby and so mo bet Empire Everton and Chelsea and so at the Pim so Frank Lampard and then the former coach Carlo Ancelotti and at the Aqua Pim so Crystal Palace and Tottenham Hotspur Jordan Ayew will be in action. Fulham and Liverpool and so the Bedbone in Arsenal and Burnley and so about Leicester and Brighton over beyond winning matches and also be so EP anymore and match day 12 now Okopiemo La Liga anymore stand medical show matches are Barcelona apart from Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid and so they born Barca force them yes Barcelona omani abre they say the enkoyi but almost say more of him and Vogo almost ebe pa and teacher and so family Barcelona and Levante and at the Prim so Valencia and Bilbao and Bebona Hetafe and Sevilla and so at the Pim so Celta Vigo and Cadiz for no omo hadwe papa omo chew na wo ye kese a ye from okuna so no okumanini omo health is ya omo de omo chini se beka so ye big team omo no be wi kama pa ne ade a okopiem e wo sere anima Inter Milan na FIMO Champions League to the last because go so e wo air league ni mu ti e hwese be fine na nwumre Sassuolo ne Benevento and the Bebona fin so no Crotone and Spezia and so abo now Cagliari ni Inter enable and the channel sa efamame Atlanta Fiorentina Bologna AS Roma Napoli ne Sampdoria enti eno so ho asabno Genoa ene Juventus e de bebona AC Milan ene Parma enso e di aboni we ne match se beba so ewo eye Italian Serie A ne Bundesliga matches back also na finso French League so atumi abaso and the channel sa efamame enra kopiemu ewo ye Europa League ni mu a Arsenal for top group na qualify for the next round of the competition. Team say yes. Hey, Arsenal for you near had a moi. The Banner League in the Amoche form Bokama and the Banner Champions League. So, how do you want to me crying to Hannah Moji, almost Samba Pania, the in Group A, so many young boys are qualified. In Group B, Arsenal and Modi and so qualified. Now, Okopimo, Air Group C, Bayer Leverkusen, Slavia Prague, and so common Rangers, Benfica, now PSV Granada qualified from Group E. Now, Group F from Napoli and Sociedad. Omachon Bobre Power Hormo. Group G, Leicester and Braga. And so Echo AC Milan and Lille are qualified from Group H. And Group I, Villarreal and Maccabi Tel Aviv. That group you dear boy. Group J, Tottenham almost also qualified on top of the group. Morino or Bojmapa and Bogu Mukama on Antwerp and Echo. They almost saw Shen, but Omu now qualify. Now Dynamo Zagreb and Wolfsburg so they are Pem Hoffenheim and then Resta Belgrade and so qualify from Group L. You're showing themselves on the 12. Actually not draw no be baso near we say win ebo and say win ebo Champions League no so draw no so be baso di ka shan sa efamame enso so e wo hono e ba cho ade a chichina Anthony Joshua woni abrantie Koprat Pilov and at the airpim so the WBA IBF WBO Heavyweight Championship tatres ni guso Koprat se wo Anthony Joshua no Anthony Joshua so no so chia kwa na no ne pa na wa fa ne title no her say obetuma unify sa heavyweight ho nyina ba ko ho eso oje ene so obo akwa wi a akwa ne tasen firi mo no makọ wi no aje title no so edi afi omosam wote male popa so a na ebo afọ he ba afọ omo na eka ho na ere nsam no edi ebre wo no eda nchen a na eye 1xbet.com 1xbet.com embeti keke beti o baby a o beti esika bi a wodi e bi betumi ma yen ka se ye ma adwuma ni ba akwa ba afia be prapra ha ma wateka nya 1xbet.com beti or 1xbet and papa na face ji fast mixer and so say papa na kwedi esi akonkwa no pem ye den sound bro Sergio Manocho me producer so wan fa na kasa nka kejwa no ho haram me fancy kejwa na kasa ni Eric Asiedu Buadi bedwam na aguso hwei ye de ho sepeto aso.
Well, we are started by Adam. I was saying to us, what I'm saying in the next 45 minutes, yeah, the uncommon eba a newe ya and it's because that was say what Jibril say only 18 commo. This is the editors forum. Yeah, bro. It's still in the election mood. My man can say because see Ajimana Tenase. Sounds na ehwe himself say Bonzo Philip so eba better because see akwaba after headquarters affiliates here. We congratulate ourselves. We've demonstrated yeah, need the election headquarters Nampa. It's an experience you've gone through. So probably, una bet me am I inside Kakra because you've been part of the process for a long time. And we are. This was expected, and
the American say yes over the years, but the Mwash about 2 more, but election headquarters senior system no. Eye dwuma no na menim media ne say ye beti say multimedia akolo election no o ma projection say we need inku ampa na bam but me buy na bedim hu hie mu no na me hu say eye dwuma den enye dwuma a wote hodako e na ba be kan debi because ya to aba na wie na hu susu aso ne ba no one fa soft copy of pink sheet amba they reject it. It was strong more enye dwuma engine room. And also no be double cross checking properly. And sign even to come out. So we didn't in abu me na oba be declare kra no. As I say one kasa wakugudu so hwe ebiwa. Okwan ya ebiwa fa so e declare ni dimina. Utumi say yes she meant business. Adwuma ko na asoma no. Evans Mensa Joy News hwe se no ye no. When the Toto Fox, any Abruchire Amanone, send your way pepe along the same line. It is obiti the media house and obi one of say oh we the otwin hatwe no de enye no kure eye dwuma bia eye dwumaden e na template no wo into bia oba be shem as a substitute bia no once a template wo no ubedi super pepe even kwama wie se na mpanifo be transe ye bisibise mu nsam mrenimfo be hwem asem esese oka ni esese oka ni sa no manina ye da tudwa no
okay
a detailed work.
All right, so Yada and what say now the commission comes out to make a pronouncement as to who is the president-elect. The spillovers, not shall say, but in this case, are clear, especially when the flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, Ekasai. This is expected or not? After that declaration by Jane Mensah, was it expected?
Oh, yes, in a way, because abato bia ekwa abato a owa yishim ene ni da so se obedi nkunim de dikan ye to so mienu obehwe the performance over the period obedi akonwa da endi saba ba mu da ena abato nso hihye no omunim se ne ekọ enti no campaign ento abo na ndisi bo ne omu strategies ni nyina no mu ye wo ayehim so kwan bia so no ombedi nkunim na ekoban saa wo chitafo bebiri omuso ewo sa amotoso no wo mpanifo no mu enti bibi saa ba very difficult. You have to manage it. You ever kai 2016 we in a comfortable lead kokwa yido mi jiri se saa bre no se no nim se bueti omukura edom di wachi. How do you manage them? How do you calm them down? And so can be bia ebema omiyembe hihyo ana se ebe ha wo mo na mum esese mum manage information na bibia akofo MPP in 2012 omo Obra Sport Tahir Square yepene gidi press conference yepene ye wia ye ne fine nsem bibiri me kai say even election petition before me the assembly court no kra na bi mu kwa nyini say court ese by force ye mom kono mo ye di omaye na so mpanifo na di party nanim including the president now then in opposition omo manage MPP sa no mo di ko wura court emma court do so asem mu ne ba efimu ba nyina Ghana fo ankasa ehuye it me trench di na me hwe de ekoso na yes NDC we have a case because evidence of kuta me tie minim wo unim omo na eda omanim me kai 2012 na na do say have watertight evidence intimidate court probably na semba kwa enura kanima mpeni John Dramani mama kai evidence say we will use legitimate means omefa emra kwan so ekwan papa so na omasema omo kano na omo dia tumpanifo nim na ni omo hwehwe no musaka enu kra na yemede efi say ye nyina ye wo me ye wo ba ko ni wo abato nso de se ko ban sa edu ba bia na di anisobiri aba e di ayem hihye na kometu ne ne bre but se ni omo fa kwan no so no mejiri se court asem no mo ka omo so kura pink sheet na obi ka so kura pink sheet mo evidence e na hoko onko mountain so onko police station onko constituency center onko baby asa court nti mejiri se omo kikam no mabom mate se omo ye auditing babia problems ne ba ne ade nyina omo boni nyina atofa omo wia omo de be court and chief justice owura kwasi ani yeboa onso aka o se 42 days and na makoma akwa aduanan mienu ntemu no omo hwe no maka bibia afiri ho na omo nie ebe free mu aba unlike 2012 a call 1 year tentacles na de bia na ebi kura de ayo on full time job anope bia na OTTV anim o hwe de atubu ambeka enti no ye hwe send so bibia mo fe nko na enra nso no mebo a police fo abaso emra Anita Disoso former national women's organizer former vice chairperson of the NDC obua ne ma ne dom ne ma na no mo ko omo so mo ko EC omo twi protest no na wetwi se na ma ne to she police force no professionally police for no e comport omo emma omo handle omo yi eno na Ghana ye hwehwe if you say ko ba say ebufuo ko ba mu e na ye kwati bibi fufura anka Ghana ye na ebegu ye nimase se na polisifoɔ no eye no omo nkoso nje saa na NDC so omo mfa mra kwan so na omo nka omo asem na wo kan asem na emra gitumu a hallelujah emra gitumu a abato ya to hwie be mfie nan e bato oba biom ade enko enim so oman de ko de ye kwa ye ba no empuntu na hian o ye pe akwan papa ye pe nsuo ye pe kanea ye pe dwuma ye adwuma ye pe dwuma ye eno na hian ye but say my winning wo person osom wo de ho ato so person osom enti say akwansidie bi aba famra kwan so say usaka hallelujah unsanka go back to the drawing board put yourself together and come stronger. That's it.
Well, so if the option is court, yeah, I'm sure say 21 days after declaration. Sure. And if, it means that we have up to the 30th of December.
Yes.
Yeah, now able to make this edge. Okay, then we move to the main conversation.
Sure.
Electoral Commission. Ruben Omu player, maybe to make us a Omo Wiabem, Obi to make us Omo Wiabem. What's the rule?
Say Omo Chachiana, and a bit me a say. Ebia isi nkofo na obaye adwuma no obaye abem oh as say chan so no say eni padodo na e polling stations constituency collation centers no more than 98% omanya isi nkofo a ya mom adwuma abusumi bi etu omo
they are not permanent
yakọ high omo so obaye adwuma of course obaye background check so me say you might be the presiding officer that ewo ukankwe no sabre na metimi boy town minim say na system etie now say ubetra ho na de adwuma ne mawo ye be mawo orientation titie na wo de atu trim nti mimi hu ni say afie easy omo ya de papa one first no ko center so ko to aba ube gina wiya so sada bi mimi ko ba 2-3 minutes me wie mi ko baby we ba na okọ omo ya de senior omu decentralize presidential announcement of presidential results no and a collation of presidential results na ye regime bia mfane de mra na isi nkambu mu wankra no an kanya sa ka bo se isi tension be ba ho ene na tension ni ho ni nyina wo regime to wo asemo a fa ko origin but the minimum de na ka ya hadwen ene presiding officer rana na wo awutu sinya west
no tete
o tete no wate na nado de ene free so eno na ka ya hadwen but essence say voter no any ban ho so no register protest no quickly and a signal call so oh there be say it be just 24 years now processes are easy and they declare winner no eyade a ewiabom police station yatia no yakan obiya woni de pink sheet ya tro ho ofiri ho a or the collation center obekọ no party for nyina wo anamsi for observer group bia ho AUD ho ECOWAS EU obiya kodeo omo nyina wo ye hwe enti kodeo omo so collate results and enti omo say omo de no omo de toto electoral commission de no ho a eye pepepe ni eye hu no wa ha no ukwa man bi so a unya o makoba election Togo makoba Liberia makọ Nigeria Ghana de ne esronko eye super country back yesi yan sha baase nonson asat 3 p.m. na election materials mai
3 p.m.
I'm telling you ekodu obe 4:30 5:36 esi yapon eno ano no now government stronghold ahomache 5:30 no must start to aba no omo to ya gudu be no misu lantern all these things but Ghana sanoman NC enti me hu say electoral commission ya ade and I would doubt say pass is official because me kochi mu bi nsa ewia mu bi e very difficult enti no party for edu on say your technology bibi etumisi pink sheets minya sample of a pink sheet I can manufacture pink sheet enti na ye chema obia omo mu contest nipa 12 ni nyina ya chama omo parliament obia woni de enti so wo de ba electoral commission so de ni de beba parties are running in adio omo de beba na de atoto ahwe say nia wo de na wo say wahwe so na wadi nkunim eye no a omo gya atom eye no nso a afi be hwe de be nti no se wo wasam ye de a unkontokwa wasam wo da a ubumfu because unim say hey yenya de nhihye no to ho na yesi ye gbachire biom akodi quarter opa bia so no ubedi nkunim na mmom no se gidigidi ne basabasa ba wasam wo de kra wanhwe ni ya na ka so oh as wasam de ka de no kwan ya ofa so eye onoma no eno na Ghana fo be ebubefu efi se efi ne ekopi 2024 e beto ba biom because for me one of the things a boa candidate Nanado 2012 2016 2012 they be na make us oh we need election no 2012 and not 2016 you call court I say many court nya adwen then so asundwienti
but I read by because yakasa what then it means is that because yeah dwene o mine ho ntino say infomso kra ba wa bato no say seem to be ba am enough adanse kra na inu kwazi tu anamo
no yes sir ne tie ne say ubehwa nsem na ekoso ni nyina no main opposition in NDC ka no it's not about the presidential results they are not talking about that the parliamentary and I mean minim die kakra me wo about to say electoral commission emma obi nsaso so no we di nkunim about to person no so a the only thing that between change the court when you declare so you fun so mbo na say what declare Kim I just a court we yet den on timi sanso ma e me ka say ye de makobra sante de na nso no Dominic mu e de o masemba na efie mu ye wo se kobra sante ayi na e de ma na fun so nso chi typhoid ntiase na mu se court court na court gi tum say the electoral commission here no wa nye ni ye eyemfo so ne bai na ode makobra sante na mu eye Dominica ye de be ma no nti once ye nya declare winner no u kosro bafom court in a be decide enye easy again and no beka say there be eyemfo so nti no ya dan no
we have a challenge in this country after Afarijan. Almost all the chairpersons of Mabanyina no both parties major ones MPP NDC more challenge and their level of accusations, you know, maybe one more teacher, you ask yourself, and the kind of and choice of words both parties, and unfortunately, these are women. And I had to say, yeah, once I'm in a position or once I have power, this is the principle. Once I go here, this is the principles keep changing dependent on where you find yourself.
Sure. Senka Electoral Commission, over the years, if 92, Josiah Oforibuati mwa pensu ababi sinne. Omo nyoma dwuma yi ka party ba ko de bedin kunim de bia. Ka party ba ko koma yero mam no political system no ka de bia 92 abi sinne ka be one party de bia no odin kunim. If you say our state security or electoral commission or incumbency into the open be entisa. Etisa. With the even okankwe enough baby I'm trying. Traditionally MPP stronghold from 96 until 2020, NDC be winning for the first time. But uko presidential, Nanado won. So, it is say idea ye chimo binsa kaimanisa. Well, it me jiri say, I didn't a comma wa, o say o ade de ede, and kwama wa. Sometimes the expectation, Miami calculation, Miami polls, Miami strategies, say no mama pushing no man, my shema when me messages no. Any may we give a meeting couldn't. Party for now, almost various polling stations. You do baby, among kind of credit so much typhoon, almost penny for no.
Among kind of credit.
Do baby, among can. Because what in crime? As someone so see what polling station be, baby, you are far away from that polling station. We agent has some no back catcher will lead down. And no sooner we do, or Mahama, press conference now, me can say you're 1% in only team there here Juma. Then the team na decide and say the uncle is so here. And na two information so baby if I say police station say bano. And do baby a we the number 2 a we ya mum because what ho na wa anye because I tam o me boss bo tam asem no ba e kwa kan kwa we bua but it's so bua but you do baby a na make say Say nukrem the NDC for canon nukre omo case. Hallelujah. They should go to court. Court will decide for them. Meaning the same penny for now. Supreme Court on Sabi. They look beyond partisan politics. And you know, now once I easy, I declare at this moment, at this hour, I just said Sunny West, and I declare winner. Say Sunny West, so I told you I say you declare winner.
What problem?
Court. It is court because nobody can overturn. Even J. Mensa cannot come this time and say, "Oh, there be." I didn't hear in a cabo. You will say, "And another dear, Jomama, the infamous Jomama." And ye, Emran say, "What the Beko court?" So all the court court do so. No, say what some now cano and pa in your soul swa. Court in the best easy say, Coco ye say.
Okay, so whilst we go by the approach of the former president and the flag bearer of the NDC to use legitimate means to get the needed results on non party, or more. Yen central for yen party chitai for yen party paying for. Ni yen aye wo my Ghana munkem for ni nana. What should be our posture? What should be the way I behave?
As I say, your bon sema ura John Dramani ma. And run me to TV echi. Me who so cancer hallelujah. Papa yi oyo nyansani na dream do. Oye nyankopon oye nyamisroni. O say mefa emra kwan so. Mefa okwan papa so. Na me dia kamasem. Eno na ye hwehwe. If you say okwa amanfo fro so a unhu ni sei. Ubedu na ojabom na kikiri yempe ni saa. If you say ba we den a nipa no so na obey den. Uba bidi. Na se bidi nipa no so na sasomdwe ni wa. Wabamu no kura enwie peyo. Number 2. Essential for years. Yeah, Juma. We are to quote AC Ohene. My boss, they be all say, we don't make the news. We carry the news. As someone of the Obekano, any of the Betuja. The Obekano, any of the Betuja. And yet, the pay any of the Betuja. Of course, a bit more. Obutime Chachiano is a judge where there, Bakumi be Umoa, or Mujumedi and Biana, and yet, but largely.
Because it's coming across as if you say, if there's going to be any challenge, if there's going to be any problem, if there's going to be any trouble, chaos, and not any uncertainty, and how do we really protect this one? Baby, how do we protect it as essential for?
Na ehube hiya say ya adwuma no. Mene party activists bi enkohye kukuam na okeka nsem adi oyi ne beba be dia betudwa. Me wo de ba wo be ka chese me ya menye. Metimi newsroom ho. Now we are a reporter, we are a correspondent, we are my affiliate stations reporter. What the same asem ne ba menye. Ba could be there was an issue. Now reporters me say cratchy. Asem we at this time o ko campe e the asem ba. No, ma minti asem ni minti asem ni na me train so ye ni say mum. Na we yen sa we ni offense problem. Na mom no say em de so me press conference o me dia tudwa. The owura say nke press conference. O accuse media ni nyina. The same media na cover no. Subo na obo media houses no. Some media houses na no mo press conference na say. E na sem no ono ka no o di tudwa. Nti senka ye ni o man ho do a. Aka so pe masem. We say asem no me nkan yie, me nkan se ne bia wo pe no. Nti sa na cha me ye bias. Nti ka wo ka wasem na ka masese microphone na me de ko. Ka be ye dey. Na so wo ka no ye de atudwa no bi em. De ye no senya because and some multimedia kai on elections sending results by ye do tudwa. And one is in super kai. And one could do aka. And one ECOWAS observer mission. Other groups.
But it doesn't change the position of the NDC.
No.
It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't change
the position of the NDC is that the election were flawed. There were pockets of so for you to tell your story very well, for you to get your legitimacy that you are looking for, go to court. Simple.
Can they make their case known through this means?
It will not change it. Say, okay, any area me pin sheet in here, share the IME. Wouldn't to me be demand penny, I want to be with the
oh my Ghana phone to the cost.
Mom, what the court in a betty. Election petition the court. Yeah, you want TV some be I didn't in Central for Crabecall. Yeah, you were TV so be for 8, 9, 10 months. You know, said the Ecoso. And two cases, go there or saying you have any opportunity. Because they're very interesting. Says that Breno, the NDC's posture. So
that's the principle I'm making.
Exactly. Until now that and no matter MPP at the time no. The no matter the emotions, psychological emotions. No more come. Similar thing NDC will come now. So the two parties they will understand themselves. Hey, 2012. See and when we see was tell me what bem na when mu ka say no. Yes we are hu sir. Oh okay. And the son now you understand. Into court na. The court beckham. Se court ka say NDC mu sama mu dia ba nyina no. Ya ye fifemu ye hu no kore. Ya gi atum. Electoral Commission bra constituencies na NDC kan nyina ye no kore. Omasibini go and do the right thing. Go and declare them the winners. Fine. So I said there be ma kama se mu nyina am. Dem mu ye hwa enye say na assemblity. Hallelujah. Upper West Dinchra. And then the CNRA. Send and declare. Easy.
Declare it
because no one declare. And no one declare. And internet easy by declare. It easy at the betu jar. Easy to me Sana Nubium Case. And run me and so Naka MPP seats. And I'm see there be the man there be. When you can work into no. So what just here?
We are through with the posturing of the media in times like this. Yes. Now we get to the political party sympathizers, especially the leaders.
Yes.
What should be their posturing? Both sides.
Meaning they should manage them. And MPP so moment na war soon to Ayampia and yet because of war or the anybody neka. Nipenemu wa contest. Emana the Bayan and the Niaso Kose Buja. Into Kono to na Ayampia or no soon any baby. Mekai election petition. Yama verdict no. The already Dramani Mahama Yasim. Be moderate in celebration of the election petition victory. Into NDC for no sha. Omo Dominica Krebi no yitwa so Ghana nko nanim. Ene ya trema be sine. MPP Urama mi Jemensa e dey asem tu dwa no. Oma Jomani oma ye eno anu ne etie ne se Ghana be ko ne nura. Information Minister ka se mi manage pa. Oye press conference or say adwuma no ya yiwie election asem akogu all appointees president ashe obi enko na obi a wona dwuma oye na dwuma Ghana mpuntu 20 ene edi akoso nye say me win election ma coming out so na dey be a party no kokoye adwuma febua womanfo that's it.
Well, if you've just joined our high Badwam on Adom TV, multi TV, so yeah, share the aftermath of a declaration by the Electoral Commission. Still, there are bits and bits. The NDC as a party, so say Ankuya, Onugusu Central for Shemo, Ono, declare one intent to go to the court. In fact, to use legitimate means to arrive at a conclusion on which say it will be in their favor. Now we are looking at the media because the about the Central Jumanos, it is because of the role, very critical role that we play. Here we know leaders of various political parties and groupings, as well as entities. In this case, religious bodies, traditional bodies, other recognizable institutions. Every when you bra, it is ya twi. It can't say myself. It is ehuru nipabo and I share aroba. Because we are looking at just one Ghana.
Sure.
And that's the Ghana that we all want to live in. Very, very important. The good thing is that as if they knew that we are not going to sit down for another 8 months.
Yeah.
Where Omano, Impuntu, and in the Niger, and in an intimate enquiry. We have a lot of things ahead of us as a country already. We are behind in terms of development.
Sure.
In the for the next 8 months, the courts now say that after day of declaration, you have 21 days to file. If you file day number 10, this is then you are moving on. And Mijiri say, just like we are saying here, kama jojo, and then we go back to work. But Adiabakwa, as a unit, any the surprises about this about you. I'm saying, bringing the minutes be do be edisa a young common. These surprises, were they expected, and some are even saying that, in fact, what especially the Nado Coca say, John Dramani Mahama, the campaign, at then the indication was that performance in terms of presidential and parliamentary, was really not going to be on. But this is different when you look at the results on its face.
Me no kure back. MPP. Me fan say ekabe abusumi and 9 I beto aba no. Wo hwe no ma na ekona na efivor mu pa. But it could do baby no. Omo nya problems. Ehun susu aso ni nya. 1 ejapade. 2 matiamidu. 3 mining galamsey. Yabra enso de ese mu party chitaifo ni bi. Ena machire ye galamsey. Me de wa bomi and was also bramisu. Metu etia. Mining areas no. They are across the country. They are over 250,000. It is a 70% so metu etia. You'll be in trouble. Banking crisis, men's gold, Gold Coast security. Send your manage, and also no. I say one few, and clearly your opponent saw the advantage, and started so engage you, and also can be. Now, MP phone be wa. O man nyom aduma yi. O meti wona mo rely on free SHS. Na NAS policy. So metiesi form na 101. So the national policy and then we have the local policy. Sure, the local policy and the primaries no more year no so. And also amoa. Ye say ye pay a musi there be chinchina ye be na beba. For me is a clear example. Almost say ye pasumesi. No ma ye no me be sa okay and me ko independent our kwakofa. And then the rejected stood and the eba bebuam. So entinu we no so no a lesson for any face similar thing. 20 in 2016. Say yamu come primaries. Yemfa we enko buga. And amount for bufu ye. And omo tone sana. E ma MPP nya man do bebre no. Se wo aban mu a sa akwansidie etato. Nti wan to bo am manage ni ya. Owura Peter Macmenu aka. Se fi na ekono. Omo so behwe no ma yensakraye wo kwan ya mo fa so. But
already said the politician lens because clearly so this is a situation.
Sure.
It cuts across all political parties.
Political parties. And some of the trends, you say, some of the trends you say, what the candidate will require any way, choosing one term near like we saw it. So as a party, if I'm part of them, now me know me why. You should trend, you should offense say historical background say catchy. We are popular, we are brilliant, but the short trend now in favor of Jai. You people from Ko, you have power, you be see. Oh yes, I know many be o can't enough. Consistently, the country executive will say a former year. Or I can grant I heard. I don't know whether that is true. Sir, also call primaries in Anyi. Sir, a chita for no health work. No, okoto a pure water crowd, the more crowd, you soon not to change. And I put in your mama, and they don't know better.
Why do you know the church? Like reports we are gathering that some of the DCs and the
MCs. Exactly. Uko Punkatamansu. They say, send your home, see, we are Tasu. And we hear a story, no? Then Rancho said, there be MC, no, I'm what? MC, all these things. And you know, say, you have tears, you say, party of Jumano, and yet a Busianconia, and you nipa back on there. Yet the man fear Naya, and you fear nine. Ubreswan, Ubeko, I'm all for the pay at the Bema of you, and in Tower Niasi, and in Tower Niasi as a men and media tasso, the Amipena may into two parties, no, who opposition at Munkunto, Bibia smooth. And for me, one of the things that changing the dynamics in these elections, John Peter Bewu, how actually you say, what the impunto 2 months of 4 number 2 ama. And yes, I had here, with the cocoa crab in Jinawa, with the cocoa Jinawa, you bet 20 hours. No more provide
because you can
sure.
So the cocoa crab in Jinanos here.
And yet,
I had all the wine crab in
Jinanos. Peter Bewu who say, and Yakukwasem, a impunto asem, how we no moves you, or more cania, or more chrome in asphalt. Who do have a job because of Hoya Butchery. Nene, Omatoman. That is what they've rewarded him. So, and that's what the people are looking for.
So Mahu is like the Messiah in Asawasi for the NDC. Muntaka. Development.
Yes.
Development.
Give it to the people. And they'll vote for you. Yeah, but to be one thing. Mama, yeah, quiet, yeah, too. Would they share Asin North? Udroa. A whole lot of things. And you know, I'm on your phone, yes, say. to me na ye de ma omo no eye mpunto nti ne ye de ma omo ye mfa ma wo se wo ne wabusuafo mo fa nkwaji mani mo fa mmoa ne mpunto ma mo mpatam mo de ye ne saa ye beto ama mo se ma fa mpunto na ma ya ye nto ma mo benito atwa ho be no mo kire no akwa bi by independence obona e ka de ka independent no fa I'm telling you, go and check. Into the people are looking for development, so they should provide it to the people. That's all.
Then, because be a minimum say brain bit me akwa. Yen near your two about conscious. Is it that we are just being unfair to members of parliament? Let me borrow John Dramani Mahama that akoko sachira kromakra enye ne fena because o hwe nipa bi ni mo on both sides. Now hwe o ma okeka. Especially with the incumbent. Is it because Omokojiji appointments impact on their constituency so negatively or what? Because
we are MP. And now we will be able to say, Ope say, Ubama Sebedrim, we jump one for a name. Manko foreign tiasie, a Juma, you talk about some Sebedrian away. And fact, a crime, and fact, infrastructure. And conquer your promises. Maybe I'm okay no may any amamu. What's one himself when you're quiet? And I go catch them for now to me. Now for the man or cotton was say, may you're quiet. When you're quiet, no just obey quiet. Maybe Nkania Bebaha, Midisio Beba, Midis, one definitely say, when you're there, you see what you ultimate lobby. Peter Meu lobbying. Or canasem, because Sikana, you did develop man. To be very honest, the politicians are not telling us the truth. Me de be made to me nim die kakra me huni say Ghana opa kokoswe sika dodoa aban ejiji wo manyimu over 80% editua adwumayefo ka ni ye de be yempuntu de bi ni ho yi se biri na biri nyina ye kokosre sika ye kopa bisia na de aba be ye enti nu akwese wo ne umma ebia wo umma be enum na omo nyina ko school wo miensa school fees mienu aka no wo mo ma trafi ana wo ye ne den ese biri na biri nyina no ukope bibi ko sia wo na wo da hwe mienu no ese biri na biri nyina no ukopo besia enti de bia na eka da wanim onipa bia so wo te asase so a de bia eka da wanim atete kura bikum enti de ese sa wo ye no ntimi nye that is what we are facing now enti no amanyefo no ma ye nti ase sika aba o manim ni o development no ye de ye na hwe ebia nkura kasiem omu sunsam nye nti afiba ko da yanim sika kakra na ye ba kwagye wabonten ye de ni nyina ye ne de aye ti se de koye ambulance constituency be fantastic policy say there be constituency bi enya yakope sika ye de aye amomo obi enya bi okay we no next year ye be hwe sanitation ukonkro to akasem nyina efini ade wo e mayarewa enti no ye betu fiase na aband the resources ni bebre no de akogu no yi afiri ho ya ka say oh afi ye yi efi next time ye ko different we say ye yen sa e be boayen na mu ye ba ni be hihye bo akese meye mu ayamamo meye wi amamo meye wi amamo mfie na no so na kobu akonta na wo ba be ende eno mentie because when ya ka to trim say wo so me kwan no be ya amame wo se me bari kuma kwan no be ya amame nti bra be ya amame nti bedu ho na be wo de muntuma me bi ko ba be ye mentuma wo. That's it.
Well, medicine muntem na yepeja imwan some of your text messages are airbano. We say good morning to MP elect for session you also Dr. Kofi. That matter has been sorted out.
Easy, I declare winner. If the NDC thinks otherwise, and they should go to court. It is only the court that can determine it. EC at this moment cannot come back and say, my Jeffrey, MPP for some, it doesn't happen. It will not happen. This is a court.
Well, for region, the NDC should head towards court and stop the noise. It's not noise, air noise.
Oh, and yet it's legitimate noise, a positive noise. But so many effect, and I say, beg you what they say, as some now can hear no credit, Fako court, a young boom, near feed the
and yeah, also say, God bless Ghanaians who voted for President Mahama. Yeah, also Georgiaba. And this one also says that God bless the majority of Ghanaians who voted for President Adom to continue his good works #Ghana beye de. I'm sure it's one transition team, no?
Oh, so we there, I say, on Penfogo say, any boy would dream, said, you know, say,
any boy could dream,
any boy, a boy, a country. Near Tian said, one of my dim couldn't be. And a man of form of transition into BBA smooth.
Okay.
It's no problem, be and quite a converses us. A quite a converses us.
I can find
and it's a joke could even be 2%. Yes.
Well, me chroma for a minute. Me offer me nana Eradiato Nsafre nana Asaribedi Akomafo the second to Donald friend Nana Showboy 71 years John Twahene Kenya say number 1 Onyame Adoma memende de me chinada ana yekope of Akrabia or Kenya's number 1 burial grounds. It's a burial cemetery. A Kenya's cemetery rather, sorry. Now the question no ya ko ne ewufu sum wo Assemblies of God Kenya say number 1. Na ne brother no so abusuya tenase wo Old Deba grounds ono. Na hu se medin bo hana muza gosi. Isi se meka adwuma no ho.
And it says so.
Etewu den. Eze me kota ho meki. Eti mi ame mam ho yakọ. Me wo fa me nana na da for me. The late Nana Asaribedi Akomafo. Nana Showboy. Me wo ho prekope. Se me kro me hema na omo ye mienu. Ahema no. Your number 1 there and your number 2 there. Omo nyana na me bopa. Aman no zi 2. Your a brew or say kofi. Oman ni mo. And ye wo me friend yan kola be my friend is chief commandant. Oman ni mo and akawo. Inti me kọjá ta me ni.
No, your mind.
Hey. Go to be that say. Ye be sia na election headquarters ya kata half page we. Compare me say enti ase be adwuma ntem na fi e declare say asumesia na obenti. Now on the 7th of January 2021. It mean nyina akohia wo independent
COVID ntie nyina
akohia. Debe no kitua bi
no mo
yenyi o TV so obi anhwe bi
obi ankofa so
edro ho asema hyase ba sie asi yenyi edro bi
wo hu bi
e ntwazo kasi bidi agwa ha kwa ho yeah that obi bi ase it's one Ghana. Let's continue to live in peace. Akwesi Ajima na mne di nkomo an se fe mama yin komna sante and the entire team so e do ma so kwa so yeko